So December 23rd, 2025, Darci's Corner, part 2, if you watched my dog video. If you didn't, don't worry about it. It wasn't important. Anyway, I find I use Darci's Corner as a form of personal therapy. It helps me to reflect and think about things. And sometimes my original intention of my Darci's Corner was just to share the life of a trans woman and the lessons I've learned along the way. And oh, look, I'm succeeding here and I'm succeeding there, and I'm making it work. And sometimes it's just a place for me to cry because I'm sad and I can't afford therapy. I did recently kind of semi-hire a therapist, but it's only twice a month-ish, and only when I can afford it. So, Anyway, that's a recent development. Anyway, so I use this as a sounding board. Also, I use it because I can look back on years of other Darci's Corners and I can see if my voice has changed or my face has changed. So it's also a digital record of, my progress. And I appreciate the friends and the family that sometimes watch. And there's local neighbors and people who just live in the general area of me. Sometimes they'll watch it, and I'll be sitting at a bar, and someone will say, "Hey, Darci, how's the job going?" or whatever. And I don't know this person, okay? But they know me because they've been watching my Darci's Corners, which is lovely when they're encouraging. And I mean, if you hate me, why would you watch it? So, And I've had people criticize me before saying, well, you shouldn't put your stuff on the internet and share your information. Look, man, you don't like it, don't watch. And if I said something about you that you didn't like, sucks to be you. Okay? I'm not trying to hurt you, by the way. I probably figured you weren't watching anyways and don't give a shit. The person I wanted to be my person, was recently very mad at me and saying, well, you're slandering me, and I'm gonna, whatever. I'm not slandering you. I'm expressing my point of view from my point of view. And I would love to talk to you, but if you're not being rational, then I can't talk to you. And if you've cut off all communications, well, then what do I care? You're already gone. I've already lost you. I mean, sure, I love you, but if it's not mutual, see, if I just fell in love with a fantasy, then I didn't fall in love with a real person. I fell in love with the fantasy that you wanted me to see. Because I genuinely fall in love, and I genuinely care. And I do my best to be a good person and to live with integrity and be the person I say I am. So when someone tells me I'm being a manipulator or I'm being controlling, I really have to stop and analyze my behavior and go, was I being controlling? Was I being a manipulator? And sometimes, maybe, as I recently found out from my therapist, when I engage in controlling behaviors, it's because I'm triggered and I'm trying to make myself safe or make the situation safe. That doesn't necessarily excuse the behavior, but I was coming from a place of fear and I was trying to protect myself. But I've come a long way in life in terms of controlling behaviors and whatnot, and you wouldn't know that. You'd have to talk to my ex-wife and compare notes on how I was in the beginning of our relationship and how I was at the end of the 20 years. I got better over the 20 years, I really did. But I'm not a perfect person, but who is? Anyway, point to this long ramble is that I can't hold myself to the standard of perfection because nobody can, okay? What are my intentions? Did I mean well, and did I do the best I could with what was in front of me? And if I did, then I have to accept that that's the best I can do. And if the other person doesn't care, doesn't listen, wants to do their own thing, I don't control them. I can control what I do. I can't control what you do. So if I'm trying to talk to somebody and I can't get the message across, or they're cutting off all forms of communication, then I might go make a video, talk about the things I'm feeling. Because I figure they're not going to watch it anyway. And if they do, I want them to know I'm hurting. I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling used. I'm feeling like it doesn't matter what I do. I'm feeling like I'm trying really hard and no one cares. But you know what? I have to accept that. Sometimes you're going to try really, really hard and the other person is not going to care. And you just have to accept that they don't. And, be prepared to move on, because if that other person doesn't want you, it doesn't matter what you do or what you say or how hard you try. They don't want you. They've decided that you're no good because. And you just have to accept that, because you can't spend your life chasing somebody who doesn't want to be caught. You're just going to make yourself miserable, and you're going to make them miserable, and life's too short. I want someone who wants me back, which is what I thought I had with my person. And then when they suddenly wouldn't talk to me at all and cut off all communication, I'm like, well, then I guess you don't want me back. And yeah, I'm not going to chase you, because then I just feel stupid, and I don't need that.